Hey friends, in this video I would like to show you the quickest and the easiest way to set up your own Defichain masternodes. Remember, this is no financial advice, this is simply an instructional video on how to do it after you have done your research and decided to set up your own masternode. I will try to keep things super simple, super straightforward, so you can just follow along and create your own masternode along the way. If you would like to have more information, I would highly recommend you to go to My Defichain, and here you will find everything you need to know about the masternodes. You will also find the experts from the team My Defichain, where you can ask your questions and maybe be guided through some other options on how to run a masternode. As I said, I will keep this very beginner friendly and straightforward. Also, you will find all relevant links down in the description. I will put them in order so you have a smooth and fast experience. But before we get into the technical how-tos, let us quickly think through why do we even want to run a Defichain masternode. So the first reason is enhanced privacy and control. With your own Defichain masternode, you do not need to make any KYC, which you would need to make on a centralized service. So we have enhanced privacy. Also, you are in control of your private keys, you are in control of your funds, and do not need to trust a third party, any centralized company, any service. You do not need to trust anyone except yourself, because you hold the keys, you hold the coins, and you make the decisions. Okay, we have all seen what can happen to centralized services like Celsius, BlockFi, FTX, etc., etc. So if you value privacy, if you value control, then a Defichain masternode could be a good pick for you. Second, with your own masternode, you help to secure and decentralize the whole network, the whole Defichain blockchain. Why? Because you hold a copy of the whole blockchain, of all transactions, of everything that has ever happened on your computer. And many people do this all around the world, and that is how you can secure and decentralize a blockchain. So whether or not you create a masternode, downloading this desktop wallet will already help the whole ecosystem. So if you want to participate, if you are valuing a secure and decentralized network, then you can consider creating your own node or even masternode. So the masternode obviously contains the voting power. That means you have a vote in every decision the community makes. So you can actively participate in the direction of this blockchain. So the voting power is a very important factor of running the masternodes, because those people who run the masternodes, they basically decide and control what is going to happen on Defichain. The more people a masternode have, the more decentralized it is, the more masternodes you run, the more influence you have. And the last step, and this is probably the most important for many of you guys, is the passive income. Currently, as I'm shooting this video, it's around 10% annualized, meaning you will be receiving automatically DFI in your wallet. You would not need to claim it, you do not need to visit any website. It simply gets into your wallet every time you will find a block, which, based on my experience, is probably once per week. So much to why do we want to run a Defichain masternode. Second, you ask yourself, what do you even need? And thanks to Defichain, thanks to My Defichain, thanks to that service here, you need very little. You need your own personal computer, you need 20,000 DFI as a collateral that you put in, and you need 11 DFI for the creation of the masternode. This 11 DFI is an actual cost. It is the cost for creating the masternodes, and at current prices that comes down to $3, which is a one-time fee. There is no recurring cost, because My Defichain, who run the servers, who also you will be needing those servers for your masternode, but my DeFi chain itself has been sponsored by a community funding proposal. I will also link that proposal down in the description so you can read through it yourself if you would like. But basically what that means is that Defichain itself gives a part from his community fund to fund this my Defichain project, and therefore reduce the cost for everyone running a Masternode, because Defichain itself want to decentralize the network. And if there is no additional cost for people running their own Masternode, it is way more attractive to create such a Masternode and help the security and the decentralization of the network, as we wrote right here. So that was it so far. Let's get into the step-by-step instructions. First, obviously, you need the Defichain desktop wallet. To get this wallet, we will visit the website again. Links are in the description below. Then we click on Explore, we click on Wallets, we go down, we navigate down, and we select the desktop full node wallet. This is exactly what we need. I have a Mac, therefore I install it for the Mac OS. It's being downloaded. Now let me install this application. So it is already installed. Let me see if I can find and open it. Here we have it, and we allow it to open. When you do this the first time, it is very likely that you will be receiving a message that is recommending you to download a snapshot and sync the blockchain from there. And I do highly recommend you do that, otherwise it could take days probably to download and synchronize the whole blockchain. So just choose the location closest to you. I'm in Latin America, so I used the snapshot for the United States. So, but basically this is how the desktop wallet looks like once you have it installed and once you have synchronized it. For me, that already happened, and now we want to continue with our next steps. In our next step, we are going to create an owner address within our desktop wallet. What that basically means is that this address that you're creating is holding the funds necessary for the Masternode, meaning your funds are in your possession, you have the private key, and only you have access and control over these 20,000 DFI as long as they are in the owner address. So do not send this to any other address. For example, do not send it to the operator address. Send it to the owner address. So let me show you how to create that one. Navigate to your wallet, click on balances, click on the arrow pointing downwards, click on the plus, new address, give it a sweet name, click on advanced options, click legacy, create it. Now you will find this address in your address book. You can copy it and you send the 20,011 DFI to the very address that you created in your wallet. You do not send it to any other address than the one you created in your wallet. Actually, you could send it to all the addresses within your wallet, but just send it to this one and it will basically eliminate any error. So before we send the funds, or actually you can send the funds already, I will also walk you through the step number 4. We want to get an operator address from my Defichain. So this is the second address we need in order to operate a Masternode without relying on a 24/7 computer in our home that is online, that is connected to the internet, because this operator address runs the operation for you. You have your funds, you receive the rewards, but this address is operating it for you, and the cost is being covered by the Defichain community fund in order to decentralize the Defichain network. So to get the operator address, we have to go to the Telegram channel from mydefichain.com. I will provide you the link down in the description. You visit their Telegram and you simply write a message. Hey, Bernd, would you be so kind and send me a new operator address? It's as simple as it gets. Make sure only the real Bernd is communicating with you. Really check the Twitter handle. Make sure you're not like conversing with any scammers or send money in a place you shouldn't send it to. Again, pay attention. Do not share your private keys. Do not send the funds to any other address than the one you created in your own Defichain desktop wallet. And if you do that, nothing can happen and you're on the safe side. Okay, what else? Okay, the next and last step is to create our masternode via command line. I'm going to wait for a second until all my funds arrived, and I'll be back in a second to show you how to create the masternode. So now we arrived at our last step, which is the creation of the masternode via command line. So again, you navigate to your desktop wallet, you click on this symbol which represents the command line. Now we type in create masternode space. Now we need to enter the owner address. The owner address again is the one you created within your desktop wallet. I have saved mine here in a text file, so I copy and paste. And the third thing that you need is the operator address. That is the one you have received from the team from my Defichain. So I also have received it from Bernd already, so I use that address, copy and paste. You see these are two different addresses, although they are both starting with 8, which basically means it's a legacy address. So after you have typed in that command, you simply click enter, and what you will get here is the string for your creation. So what you can do now is you can navigate to defiscan.live, and in a couple, maybe it takes a couple minutes, but usually very quickly when you go to Masternodes, you should see that something has been created. So the state should first be created, and after I think it was 12 hours or so, it should switch the state to enabled, and that is when the mining process for you starts. So this is the creation of the masternode. This again is a regular masternode. If you want to freeze your masternodes for 5 or 10 years in order to receive more rewards, then you would need a different command. Let me quickly check what that command is. We will find it in this PDF file. I can also link it down in the description. Maybe you also want to keep that handy or at least read through it one time. It is a little bit more in-depth than my video. So for example, what do you do when you have DFI token and not the UTXO? Very quickly, you just send it to yourself. So in my case, I would, for example, send 20,020 DFI to myself, meaning I click on the send button, I add my own address, I send it to myself, and that basically converts tokens into UTXO if you don't have them already. But now I wanted to show you what is the command. You see here for an unlocked masternode, which I just created, you just use the command create masternode, and if you want to lock it in order to receive more rewards, you use these commands. Yes, and this is pretty much it. The state is pre-enabled, and it did show up basically as soon as I quit the video before, so you can see the creation of your Masternode, and if it's already enabled, under defiscan.live/masternodes. Also, when you go to your desktop wallet, you can go to Masternodes, and also you will find it within there. When you click here, you see the state is the very same. It's called pre-enabled. After about 12 hours, it will switch to enabled. Also, do not click on this button enable. You are not enabling nothing. The team from My Defichain is doing that, so do not click here. It is done for you. Yes, and last but not least, you can also automatically receive Telegram notifications as soon as you mind a block, if you would wish to do that. I personally have set up my Telegram bot with all nodes. That's basically also a service where you can set up your masternodes. It's also super simple. If you want to do that, you can also do it there. It is pretty much self-explanatory. I didn't do it because it is a monthly cost of like $5 or something for running the servers, which is otherwise covered by My Defichain and the community fund. However, again, if you want to support decentralization, then consider signing up with all nodes. Anyways, I just showed you, because of this Telegram bot, you just add monitor validator node, you select Defichain as the code, and you enter your owner address. You enter your owner, not the Opera address, right here, and you start watching. But this is pretty much self-explanatory. You can do it. I don't want to drag this video too long. That was it. I wish you all the best. Any comments, drop them down in the comment section. Thank you and have a good one.